Hi, so I received a message of someone that wants a little help with the setup for ANOVA and also a review of the SS terms. So I thought I'd create this video for anyone else that might also need a little bit of review in ANOVA and the SS terms. So this is actually the handout that we used on Wednesday's SI. So this is what I'll be using to give you an example on how I do the setup. So what I start doing is I create a chart. I start by creating, basically copying down the same information. So first I copy the first group, which would be paper. Right next to it, I put the SS error term, which is the individual score minus the mean of the group. So that would be SS error. I'll just put a 1 there since it's only for the first group. Then I do the second group, which would be the standard. And I'll copy the same data. And also next to it, I will create the SS error for the second group. And I'm forgetting to square it. Then I do the final group, which would be the interactive. And that one will also have the SS error for that group. Okay, now that I've basically copied the data, I'm gonna go ahead and add it up. So the sum of all the scores, so that would be 5 plus 3 plus 6, 14. N is 3. So the mean of the group, x bar, is 14 divided by 3, 4.67. So I'll do that same thing for my second group. So 4 plus 7 plus 6 plus 6. Oops, I did times there. 4 plus 7 plus 6 plus 6 is 23. N is 4. Therefore, my mean of the group is 23 divided by 4, 5.75. Now I just need to do the same for my last group. So the sum of all scores, 7, 9, 8, 9, is 33. We have 4 scores. So the mean of group 3 will be 33 divided by 4, 8.25. Okay, now that I have this set up, what I'm going to do is just add across. So 14 plus 23 plus 33. That's going to be the sum of all the scores. So 14 plus 23 plus 33 is 70. Now I'm going to add up all the n's. 3 plus 4 plus 4. This is going to be n total is 11. Now I divide 70 divided by 11. That will give me my grand mean. So my grand mean will be 6.36. So again, we just added across to get the sum of all my scores. I added across to get my n total. I divided 70 by 11 and I got my grand mean. Now that we're here, let's also label K, which is 3. We have 3 groups. Okay, so that's the first part. Now that I'm done with this, I can go ahead and get started on my SS terms. So I always start with SS treatment. So the formula for SS treatment is the sum of n sub t. This is just a placeholder, so we're just going to be changing that by the group number. So it is the group mean minus the grand mean squared. So that's actually a pretty easy. So we'll just start off with the first group. So n for the first group is 3. So we have 3. The mean of the first group is 4.67 minus the grand mean, which is 636. We're going to square that. Now let's add the same for the second group. The second group, the n is 4. The mean is 575 minus our grand mean, and we square that. And now let's add it for the last group. So the last group n is 4. The mean is 825. And the grand mean is 636. And we square it. So now we do our math. So 4.67 minus 6.36 is negative 1.69. We square that, and our answer is 2.85. 2.85 times 3, 2.86 actually. Okay, I'll just show you what I'm doing. So 4.67 minus 6.36, that's negative 169. I square that and I get 2.856, which I'm going to round up to 2.86. So 3 times 2.86, that is 858. So 858. Now I'm going to do the same for the second group. 5.75 minus 3.63. It's negative 0.61. I square that and I get 0.3721. So 0.37 times 4, which is my n, is 1.48. And now off to the last group. 8.25 minus 6.36 is 189. I square that. 3.57. So 4 times 3.57 is 14.28. So 14.28. So I add these up, 8.58 plus 1.48 plus 14.28. 2435. So this is my SS treatment, 2435. Now that I've done the SS treatment, the second step that I do is my SS error. So if we go back, this is where I started my SS error. Now I can go ahead and do it, which would be, so it's going to be my individual score, which is 5, minus the group mean. So 5 minus 4.67, 0.33. I square that and I get 0.11. Next is 3 minus the group mean, 4.67. It's negative 1.67. I square that and I get 2.79. Next is 6 minus the group mean, 467, and I square that, 1.77. Okay, so I got that. So now I add them up. 0.11 plus 279 plus 177, 4.67. So I have my first value here, 4.67. Now I'll do that for the next group. So individual score minus the group mean. 4 minus 5.75, and I square that. I get 3.06. Next is 7 minus 5.75, and I square it, 1.56. Next is 6 minus the group mean, 5.75. Square that, 0.06, and it'll be the same here. Okay, so now I add this up, and I will get my next value here. So that adds up to 4.74. So now I just need to do it for the third group. 7 minus the group mean, so individual score minus the group mean. 7 minus 8.25, and I square that, I get 156. 9 minus the group mean squared, 0.56. 8 minus the group mean, I square that, 0.06. And here we have 9 again, so I know it's going to be the same value. Okay, so I add this up, and I will get 2.74. So now that I have already the SS error, I will add up 4.67, 4.74, and 2.74, and I get an SS error of 12.15. So this is cool. I already got my SS treatment, my SS error. Now I just need my SS total. So if you're really worried and concerned about the time you will have available for the exam, you can go ahead and skip doing all the math for SS total. The formula for SS total is the sum of all individual scores minus the grand mean, and we square that. Or what I prefer to do is actually get the SS treatment plus the SS error. That will equal to my SS total. So I already have my SS treatment value, which is 2435, and my SS error term, which is 1215. I add these up, and I get an SS total of 3655. Now I have all three. If you want to double check, and if you have extra time for the exam, go ahead and do this just to double check. But if you're really concerned about time, you can just take this shortcut and not have to worry about doing all of this math to get your SS total. You can just add up SS treatment, SS error, and that'll give you your SS total. There might be a rounding error if you did it this way compared to this. But again, it would just be a rounding error. It wouldn't really throw off all of your math. Okay, so now that we have SS treatment, SS error, SS total, the next thing I like to do is to get my DF terms. So DF, again, I always go in that order: treatment, error, total. DF treatment. So DF treatment is K minus 1. So that equals to 3, because our k value is 3. And again, just go back here, we had already labeled k there. So k minus 1 is 3 minus 1, and that equals to 2. So we have our first df term, which is df treatment, value is 2. Next is df error. So the way that I remember it is that I start off with k, so I'm going to continue with k. So it's going to be n total minus k. So that n total, again, 11, we have it labeled there. 11 minus 3. So our df error is 8. Our df total is our n total minus 1. So that will be 11 minus 1 equal 10. Cool. So now we have our 3 SS terms and our 3 DF terms. Now that I have all of this set up and calculated, I can go ahead and get started on my 8 steps for the procedure of the hypothesis testing. So if anyone needs any further help from here on, just let me know and I can create another video. If you want the final setup, let me know and I'll create the I guess the key to the full problem. Thanks.